So hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we've got two New Zealand banknotes. So these are pre-decimal, they're quite nice, and they're all single colour like all the banknotes of the 1940s or 50s or even before. So a few things is that New Zealand issued pre-decimal banknotes starting 1934, and this is the second series issued in 1940. The 19 earlier banknotes had an indigenous Maori, so Maori King Tauhiao. I can't pronounce his name, sorry, but these were withdrawn in 1940 and replaced with the Captain Cook. And as you can see, these are pretty low grade, so probably fine for that. Looks like probably very good to find for this one. And this was the lowest valued banknote, 10 shillings. So unlike some other countries which issued a 5 shilling or even lower banknote, New Zealand sort of copied Australia. Also, the Maori banknote never had a £10. They just had a 10 shilling, 1 5, and £50. And that's when the £10 was issued with this series. So this came in a series of 10 shillings, 1 5, 10, and £50. And the £50 is a very expensive banknote. So if you're wanting to get this series and you want a £50, you're probably going to at least fork out $500 to $1,000. So this is the £50. As you can see, there's Mount Egmont, and that one's equivalent to $100 today. But if you want to take inflation into account, you probably talk about $1,000 to $2,000 in purchasing power. So it's a very high valued banknote. So that's why most collectors are probably never going to get a set of these, because you need to be wealthy to get a collection of some series, especially those of the United States. And if you want to get £50 of the Maori series, you talk about a few $1,000s. But anyway, if you want to know the date you need that this banknote was issued, you need to check the signatures. And so you need to go to the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, and here they have all the signatures that you can find on the banknotes. So the 10 shillings that you see here, this is the second signature, but the first one on the Cook banknotes, and it is T.P. Hanna. So these banknotes were used between 1940 and 1953, so 13 years. And as far as I know, all of them have the J. So this is the 8,579,956 banknote. Pity that the 5 and 6 are not reversed, or even 5 is a 7, the 6 is a 5. That will be a nice radar. So we have the coat of arms of New Zealand, which has the different provinces. I think they're called provinces. And we've got a Maori and a white woman and a male Maori. So that's they tried to make it pretty much even between the indigenous and the people who colonise or invade, whatever you want to talk about it. The watermark is Captain Cook. So turn on the light. Actually, no, it's the Maori. Sorry, it's the Maori, and it's the Maori. Sorry, so the watermark is the Maori, not Captain Cook. So the back of this 10 shilling has a kiwi. It's one of 4 or 5 species of kiwi. Most of them live on North Island. I think the highest density of species is on the South Island. Might be 3 species, and 1 species live on the North Island. Printed by Thomas de la Rue, and as you can see, it has Maoris on the left the English on the right. So this is the Treaty of Waitangi, and was signed in 1840. So, and that's a nice banknote. Then we have the £1. So this is the most common of the New Zealand pre-decimal banknotes. And as you can see, this is 211,030,442. Once again, Captain Cook, watermarks the Indigenous Maori. And on this side, we have the Endeavour. So it's more consistent, the Endeavour flowing over some waves. Now, I have to admit, I'm not a fan of these sailing ships. They just don't take me. I prefer more modern sailing vessels. But if we look at how much these cost, so you can pick up 10 shillings for £10, but that's pretty hard to get because usually people they usually get more than one bid a lot of the time. So 15, yeah, with one bid. Oh no, maybe they don't get more than one bid. Could be wrong. This one's in low grade, $20, $28. So it's about $25 you'll be paying there. So 38. And I've got this from lowest to highest. And there you go, $25. But look at the postage. So you need to take that into account. 45, high note. So pretty much if you're going to buy one of these banknotes in this condition, you're probably paying at least $20 to $30. You can get it for 10 to 15 if you look around. But, you know, these banknotes are not cheap. They are cheaper than the Australian £10, 10 shilling notes. But, you know, pre-decimal banknotes are not cheap anyway because of the low survival rate and also the high value at the time of circulation. And then we get the £1, so you can get it for like $10, 15, but you're probably paying at least, you know, $20 for the one in my condition. Yeah, probably about $20. Here's a good one, $20. But for like one that's probably EF, you're probably paying at least $35 to $40, which I see here. And then the value just goes up. So if you wanted to buy one in this condition, you're probably paying at least $20. It does have an exchange rate of $2 New Zealand dollars, so that is pretty much the 2 New Zealand pre-decimal banknotes that I have. I hope this helps you with your coin and banknote collecting. I'll leave some links to eBay. Just remember, if you're going to buy the 5, 10 and £50, you're going to be paying a bit more money than these two. And have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.